Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our Penn Society members and guests. I want to send a special welcome.
So disappointed. Very interesting day today. I made some terrible mistakes. What's funny about this day is that I actually did really well when it came to getting into the trade, but I did not protect myself. And so I'm kicking myself for that because I went from pretty nice profit to a max stop out day. So not super happy about that. But just some things I wanted to talk about here was number one, you can see this trend coming right off the bottom. This is great. You can see I'm also just opening up. So the opening is about here. So you can kind of see where the opening was. and price really began to kind of move down. Get my other tool here. Began to, it was moving up and then it started moving sideways. And so what I saw was I saw price here not making new highs, okay, not making new highs, but I also saw price moving down. So let me see, show you what that looks like. So if you look at my cursor here, price goes up, bounces off the 20. I'm thinking, okay, well, today we have a market that is, we've got Fed coming out the next day. We opened within value, and it's likely that we'll get a rotation day. And I said a good place to expect the rotation to go to, at least, is to VWAP, possibly some of these other levels that I have set up here. And that's exactly what we got. And my impetus was to sit and wait for price to show me what it was going to do. But you can see here it dipped once, dipped twice. So I ended up taking this great trade kind of very aggressively in here. And then unfortunately for me, price spiked and went to this 30 and I ended up taking a loss on it. But then it started coming down. Well, I thought, okay, I can get this a second time. So it's over here now. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to aggressively take this at the 25. And it shot itself quite nicely down. Took back all of the the funds that I had lost and then some. And then I actually went back to bed after this because I thought, okay, great. I got exactly what I wanted out of here. And then I wasn't quite expecting price to go all the way to the 36, but once I did see it had a very high likelihood of moving even this high. I thought, okay, I bet you I get another rotation, and I bet you that rotation goes down, and it did. And so I shorted right here, didn't take my profit, got stopped out. And I had a nice profit too. I probably had at least three points. And then you can see this nice turnaround. Took that right about here, and it came all the way down from 29 to 24. And I still didn't take profits because I was thinking it would actually gun much harder to the VWAP. That's okay to have that kind of bias, that assumption. But my problem was I did not take profits and protect myself. And so when price shot back up, looking back at it now, I'm thinking, oh man, look, I got a poke below, and price never got below that. So really, once it came down this hard and then bought up this hard and then never really even got close to that 24 previous low, I should have known that long was going to be the way to go. I ended up taking a long right around here. It came all the way up to 34. I think I actually made a little bit of profit on that, so that was nice. But then unfortunately, you know what? I don't think I actually made profit on this one. Actually, I think I held and I was still trying to go short. That's right. So I shorted here, did not take my profit. It started coming back up, and unfortunately, I just didn't really pay attention. I should have said, if I look at this objectively, and what's funny is that I actually did that over here at this guy. I looked at this objectively, and I thought, okay, this is probably going to roll over because of these reasons. And so when it gave me a couple of big pushes, I got out, made a great profit. When I did that over here, I thought, okay, this thing is, where's my, where's my level here? Oh, here we go. When it did that, okay, great, short. Should take my profit, but I didn't. But I didn't look at it objectively and go, hey, it's never gotten back that poke below. We even got a nice little reversal here. And as I'm looking at the tape, I'm seeing that price is actually has changed. My whole dome went from pushing down, slightly coming up, pushing down to pushing up, slightly coming down. That should have been obvious for me to go, hey, I need to reverse or I need to get out at a small loss or a medium loss. But instead, I took a big loss, one big enough to where it just kind of tore my face off. And unfortunately, I didn't have enough room to survive this next one. Now, remember, every single one of these trades so far were a gain. I just didn't take the profits on some of them, and so because I didn't protect myself, I wasn't able to enjoy this. But my last trade of the day, unfortunately, was taken right around this area, and I thought, okay, we're getting to the point now where price is really wanting to get to this 56 level. I said it's 100% going there. I just don't know if I have enough left in the tank before I hit my stop. So I went in six full contracts, and it kind of came down, came down, came down, and right here I got stopped out right around, no, it wasn't even there. I got stopped out here right around 38, 37. Unfortunately, because I didn't protect myself, remember this was still a long I could have taken a small profit on or just taken a small loss on and then had enough in my psychological tank and in my stop loss financial tank to take another trade. But unfortunately, because I got stopped out here, I wasn't able to enjoy it to the run from what was that, 33 all the way up to 55, and then eventually it went as high as what, 88? Yeah, 88. So unfortunately, I did not protect myself. This is where I messed up. Uh, I I I like the philosophy that you sit there and you'll make break-even trades, you'll make some good profit, you'll make a couple of small loss trades, and every once in a while you get a monster trade where you're anticipating it well, and you get a move of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 points. I've had those trades before, but you can't get the really big moves. You can't get the really big moves if you ever let your face get ripped off by a move, either by not protecting yourself, having your stop loss close enough, even if you are wanting to adjust it later in the future, or simply not taking your losses at the time that is much more appropriate, like I should have here. Or, God forbid, you don't take profits. If you've got 3 points on the table, you really should not be getting at a loss at that point, unless you're just giving such a big stop loss and you're trading such small size that it doesn't matter. But I like to trade more size and take more surgical moves. So this is my lesson for today.